What is up, guys? So in this video, we're going to be looking at the PlayStation 5 setup guide. So this is a guide for if you just bought a PlayStation 5 and you want to know some tips and tricks and a full guided setup for your PlayStation 5. So let's dive straight in. So let's turn on our PlayStation 5. Let's say you've just connected it to your TV. First thing that's going to happen is you press the power button and we get this LED light appearing. So it's very exciting. So you want to make sure that's fully connected. And the beauty of the PlayStation 5 just begins just now. So we get this awesome, cool look. It's pretty awesome. Absolutely amazing. So now we want to connect our DualSense controller to our PlayStation 5. Now I've got the Spider-Man limited edition. So yeah, let's connect it. So you just have one input at the front. Just recommend using the front one instead of the back one for your DualSense controller. And then you just want to press the home button. So you're going to get a voice that actually comes up to actually help guide you with the PlayStation 5 setup. It's always good just to follow it along. So we just want to select our language, and now we just want to connect it to the internet. So we just put in our password through here, and now we can adjust our display. So with this is really easy, so we can actually continue with a game disc. So I'm going to put in an Elden Ring game disc for this. So let's pop that in. And then you can actually install that while you are installing your actual console and setting it up. So then you can select your time zone, just select like wherever you are. I'm in Sydney, so I'm going to select that option. And then from here, we can select different power options for our rest mode. So we've got the low power use. So just in case you got high electricity bills, like in Sydney, we have high electricity bills, you can actually use the low power option. We've got the optimized experience, which will be kind of like different sort of modes. So this will be like the performance mode, getting the best sort of performance out of your console with the electrical uses, or you can customize your experience. So for us, the low power use will be good. The optimized experience will install updates while you're away from the console, and the low power use will not install updates while you're away from your console. Then we just have this license agreement to just go straight through, and we can now add our username. So a couple of things with the keyboard. You can actually connect a keyboard straight to the PlayStation 5 to be able to type this straight on. R2 will mean done. You press triangle, that would mean space. Square would mean backwards one. And L1 would mean uppercase. And then you go L1 to go down a case. You go L1 and R1 also to navigate between the different letters, and then you can go through data collection as well. Now we should get to the pretty fun part at this point. So it says welcome to PlayStation 5, and you should be able to get some other really cool stuff coming up. So now we're in the main home screen, and we can go into Astros Playroom and actually get a guided tour of our DualSense controller to get to learn all of the cool brand new features. We also get pop-ups here as well. You can turn that off if you really want to. And also, while you're in gameplay, if you press the home button of your DualSense controller, you can go to our control center. You get all this control of your gameplay, and also we get this panel where you can go to your home. Also, if you select your home button on the DualSense controller and just hold it, it'll go straight to your home screen as well. And we can do the control panel at the home screen of your PlayStation 5 as well. And then you have this game switcher where you can basically switch between different games as well. And we can go to our game hub, have different trophies available and stuff like that as well. So with Astros Playroom, we could actually experience the DualSense controller for the first time and get a sense of like all the different cool features about it, which is really fun. So as you can see, we sort of get thrown into the history of the PlayStation 5 as well. We've got like PS2 consoles, PS3 consoles, different accessories as well. So it'll give us a cool introduction of our DualSense controller. And as you can feel, there's vibrations already with the controller. We've got adaptive triggers, which is basically just resistance with these two different triggers. which is really cool. And then we've got a touchpad. So basically this means you can draw on surfaces. And then we also have a motion sensor, which is really cool as well. And you can feel it vibrating, which is really awesome. And we also have a microphone. We have a couple of different microphones in our DualSense controller. So we have a microphone here, we have a microphone at the back, and I believe we also have a speaker here. So it'll interact with different games like FIFA. You'll actually hear goals when it's scored. You'll feel different textures on your DualSense controller. Stuff like that is really awesome. You'll feel all the different textures. So it's telling us to throw a character, and yeah, that's all you have to do. You have to draw a line on the touchpad and the character will just be available here. And you'll feel all the different steps and all the different textures, and you'll hear sounds actually coming out of your DualSense controller as well, which is really awesome. Yeah, and like it interacts with all the different surfaces, and this is why Astros Playroom is one of the best games. And it's free as well, and it's installed instantly on every single PlayStation 5 console as well, so you'll never miss out. And this will actually showcase one of the coolest features about the PlayStation 5 is there is no load times. And straight away, as we can see, Elden Ring is ready to play because we got this notification just come up here. And if we press the home button, we can actually switch straight to Elden Ring. And then from our home menu, we can go into our game switcher and go straight back to Astros Playroom. We also have this notifications thing, and we can actually put it on do not disturb mode, which means that you won't get any like notifications popping up over here as well if you're ever wondering how to actually turn it off. And we've got the game base as well, and if you're connected online, you can message your friends, connect to Discord, Facebook, all different types of places like that. We've got the music center, we've got downloads and updates. You've got your sound options where we can actually connect our 3D Pulse headset to the PlayStation 5. So once you've actually disconnected your DualSense controller from your PlayStation 5, you'll have like a dongle, and it's really easy to connect to your PlayStation 5. Basically, you get the dongle and you just pop that in here. And from here, you can actually just turn on your Pulse 3D headset and it should just connect straight away. There we go. You'll get a blue light appearing on your DualSense headset right there. And you'll get two notifications right there to say, hey, it's connected. And you can go in, it'll say which one's left and right. It'll say if it's muted, not. It'll say if it's fully charged or not. It'll give you an update with the actual Pulse 3D headset. And we've got a few different modes here as well. But we're gonna focus mainly on the PlayStation 5. Also here, what is cool is we have the EQ presets. So we have the standard, we have the bass booster, because the Pulse 3D headset doesn't really have that much bass on it. So you can actually boost the bass with this preset already. You can actually create your own presets as well with the audio modes. And we have the shooter mode as well in case you're playing COD. With the audio modes, you can actually rename them. So if you connect your USB headset to the PlayStation 5, the microphone will be connected to this. If you disconnect it, then your microphone will come out of the DualSense controller. With the accessories panel, you just see how much charge there is with the DualSense controller, Pulse 3D headset, all other accessories connected. And we have the different power modes. So we have rest mode, which basically means you can't disconnect the power from the PlayStation 5 while it's in rest mode. It's just mainly for if you want to keep it connected to the internet, and you can update it while you're away if you have it in the optimized mode. We can also turn off the PlayStation 5 completely, which means that we can disconnect the power cables from the PlayStation 5, or you can restart it just in case you need to restart any games. If there's any errors or anything like that, then you can restart your PlayStation 5 from there. So that's pretty much the control base. And we could go to our home features, go into our settings, and actually change some things. So you can go into more advanced controls for your PlayStation 5. Some of the changes that I made were in the storage. So you can actually connect different expanded storages to your PlayStation 5 and change where the location is of installation, and also, you know, install games to the expanded storage as well, just in case there's not enough storage in your PlayStation 5. You can also go into system updates automatically with system software menus. So basically, if you have it on the low power use, you can go straight in there and install updates there with your DualSense controller. HDMI settings, so if you want to actually plug this into an Elgato game capture card, you just select enable HDCP and turn that off, and that way it won't display any movies or anything like that. That's what limits it, but you can play games off of the PlayStation 5 on an Elgato capture card. And you have your remote play options here as well. Let's say you're actually connecting this to a Backbone 1 controller or something like that, or one of the brand new accessories that are coming out soon. You can actually link your device through this as well. And with video output, the best monitors to use for the PlayStation 5 are of course the HDR 4K monitors. So with video output, basically with the PlayStation 5, it'll automatically set the adjustment to HDR if you have a HDR monitor. If you don't, it will set the adjustment to non-HDR. So already recognize the best settings for your monitor if you are using a particular type of monitor. And basically you can select different outputs, and you also have the 120 Hertz output, which is the max output option available, and it will be automatically enabled. With the accessories panel, you control other accessories such as the media remote, Pulse 3D headset, extra DualSense controllers, and the DualSense Edge controller. But mainly the ones that you can control on this panel will be PlayStation 5 products. And with the controller settings, you can actually turn off the vibration intensity. So you can also change the trigger effect intensity as well. So if you don't like the haptic feedback, you can turn that off, which is a really good option as well. Also, here's some extra tips and tricks. If you press triangle while in the home menu, it goes straight to search. And then that way you can actually search like any games, stuff like that. And as I said before, if you click the home button, it'll actually go to your control panel. And if you press and hold, it'll go straight to the home menu from the games. If you have a PlayStation 4 account and you want to actually add this to your PlayStation 5 account, you just want to go into your player profile option here. You can go switch user, and you should be able to add user. So that's all the basic tips and tricks for setting up your PlayStation 5 already there. If you guys want to know more tips and tricks, make sure that you like and subscribe, because I've got plenty already on my channel for you guys. And have yourselves a beautiful day. Thank you for watching. Like, subscribe to support the channel. I'll see you guys next time.